Okay, were there other centers out there in Santa Rosa, for other communities?
No more.
So she was kind of come up with her own idea of her
Yeah, after all, she was when we formed the club, the people, the group, then we appointed her as the president first, the beginning.
You don't remember her name?
No, the name is Margie Talugan.
And she was not full Filipino, right?
Yeah, she is full Filipino,
Filipino.
but the husband is not full. Part, something.
Okay, but he was Filipino. Part Filipino, okay.
So they were, it's okay. It was nice then. Keep going, but I don't know how many years been doing like that. So we have been fundraising to make more expense for some things because we are trying to buy a place,
Right.
not renting,
Right. What specifically did you do for fundraising?
Yeah, we had the fundraising, but I forgot. What did we do? Every year we have the celebrate the fiesta, like July 4th in the Philippines. So we are doing it right now.
The Filipino Independence Day.
Yeah, like a fiesta
Yeah.
over here, like
It's
that.
not similar to. It's similar to the 4th of July in America.
Yeah.
But it's not on the same date, right?
No,
It's on a different date.
different month too.
Huh?
Different month.
Oh, June, I think it is, isn't it?
June. And then fundraising, we have like dinner, and then we sell tickets like that.
Raffle.
Raffle.
For little
tickets.
prize.
Yeah, like that.
So
So-
mostly supporting your fundraising, were it mostly Filipinos or was it?
Oh, mix.
Mix.
That's why we are in that meeting we discuss some people are married to different nationality. Some married to American, some married to Mexican, Italian.
What was the majority of the race back then?
Oh, before not too many Filipinos, women Filipinos.
Right.
When the war came, then of course the boys they were drafted.
Drafted
Yeah.
to the war.
For the war. So some boys went to the Philippines or different area of the country. And mostly some of the Filipinos went to the Philippines. So in that time, they got married over there. Some got married there. And then later on, they brought their wives over here. That's why becoming more women here. And in that way, then but the boys that didn't go to the Philippines, not married yet, they married here, but different nationality. So in that meeting, they discussed why just only Filipinos and how about their wives and few Filipinas women married to American or Mexican or something like that, but mostly American. So in that way, the the name of the center, they call it Filipino American Community Center of the Community, like that. That's why mix.
Mix.
Not only
Not
pure
a
Filipino.
Filipino only member. Yeah. Open to the public.
Mhm.
Open to the public. Yeah.
Yeah, open. Yeah, anybody else. We are telling that those who wants to join, So that's why it happened. Some American men joined too with their wives because their wives are Filipinos.
So you're Felisa Suela, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
And you're full Filipino. Filipina.
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't know.
Filipina, meaning the switch around with the A is female, and the O is male. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you were born in what year?
Oh, I was born in the Philippines,
In the Philippines.
1910, November 22nd, 1910.
And did you meet your husband in the Philippines?
Oh yeah, I met him over there when we were still young.
And his name is
Inocencio Azuelo.
any no nickname? Sonny.
They call him Cincio and Sunny.
And you were married in the Philippines?
That's right.
What year do you remember?
Oh, 1937, November 22nd. I recall 1924, I guess. November 24, 1937.
And he had Inocencio. He had left for America. What year? For what reason did he go to America?
Oh, in that time, in those days, there were many going to the Navy. So in that time, he was interested too with his uncle to join in the Navy. So he went to Manila to register too. And then, in that time, he was admitted to the ship coming to the state. So, in that way, while they were checking up in the Navy, he was he was rejected on account of something wrong on his body. So anyway, he went back home telling his mother that they didn't accept him. So in that way, he heard about some friends came here to work. So he tried to. He's interested to go away from home. So he was admitted here. While he arrived in San Francisco airport, and he stayed there for a while until he got his job. He was cook in the family. So he
In
had
San
been
Francisco?
cook in the family for a while. he transferred to another place. The same thing. So then many of the boys, his friends, they move out from San Francisco. They want to move another different places. So he came to Santa Rosa to look for another job. So I think he went to a small restaurant and be the cook. He didn't stay very long there, but he wanted to go in a farm. He stayed there in the farm a little bit. They kept moving because of his friends have been looking more better place to live. So then, finally, he found this couple, Mr. and Mrs. Doyle. So that's why he stayed there for a while until when he decided to go take his vacation. That's where we married there.
Well, the Doyles are famous for what?
Famous for...
What were they famous for?
He was a banker.
Banker?
Banker.
Of the Exchange Bank?
The Exchange Bank.
Oh.
Until now. So, that way, when we got married, he stayed there, the Philippines, for 3 months. Then after 3 months, he came back here and I stayed there in the Philippines for a while to organize family because we were orphan then.
Mm-hmm.
We have no more mother, just only my father and with my brothers and sisters. And my brother was still small in that time and I want to organize them before I leave. So I stayed there in the Philippines about 6 months before I came here. After then, when I came here, I arrived there in San Francisco too. I came here for by this ship, President College.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as we arrived in San Francisco, Mr. Doyle and Cincio, they meet me there in the airport. So, and then we came straight to Santa Rosa.
You knew English language at that time, right?
I know a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, because when we were still small, we started this English.
So you were able to communicate fairly well with the Doyles?
Not before.
Not before.
But when I came here, then I began to
After the 6
to
months.
learn, to learn how their ways, like that.
And so what did you do at first for the Doyles?
Oh, at first, I got used to it, the weather, and the observing how they are, the movement, where to do in the place, because they have a little bit bigger place where they stay and they are only 2. They have a child before, but I don't know how old is the son died. So, and that way, they are only 2 and they are getting old too. So, they need somebody to stay around with them. Because Mrs. Doyle is a good gardener. She have a big yard for her to work around the yard, like garden,
Mm-hmm.
flower garden. So that's why Cincio stayed there Because, since you had a houseboy, garden, driver, like that.
Multiple.
Yeah. So that's why they like to keep him. As soon as we stay there, we talk about our situation because uh, since he was single in that time while he was there. So now we are to what situation shall we have? And they said that we both stay there. They have a basement where they're made before yet. When their maid was leave, then that's why they got censure.
Now that was in Santa Rosa?
Yeah, in Santa Rosa. Yeah. So we stayed there until we have children.
Your own children?
Yeah, or with censure.
And then you moved out?
Oh, as soon as they passed away, we got to move out from that house. I don't know what did they do the house. They turned it down. It's like they made into nutrition there. I don't remember.
And then you got your own house.
And now, then, when the war broke out, since you then drop, they are supposed in drafting the boys go anywhere that time. So, since you didn't draft that time, so they got to do something with the boys that are families. Either going to the farm or going to the shipyard in Vallejo. Anyway, not because Mr. Doyle was not so good, getting old. He decided to work in the farm, like the house. So he worked out. He comes home, then he got to look after Mr. Doyle. Then for me too, like a house girl, cleaning the house, helping the old lady, Mrs. Doyle. That's my part, helping since you. Then when we have the child, the same thing what I'm doing, you know. If Mr. Doyle have somebody to drive him to the like summer weekend, like in Bodega Bay, he got one over there, and one to in Venice. So when Mr. Doyle and Vicencio go to the weekend resort, then I stay with Mrs. Doyle at home with the baby, of course. So when they come home, look after Mr. Doyle, helping him, take a bath, like that. So that's how he is. Then, when they passed, when first Mrs. Doyle passed away, so we still stay there because Mr. Doyle be alone, had somebody with him. Then, for few years, then Mr. Doyle passed away too. Then after they were gone, we got to leave the old house.
Okay.
So in that way, these some people like Mr. Tom Grace, they mention about going to the small runs down in like the foot of the hill.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you know that place. So then we decided that we leave the house and then go to the old house where Mr. Tom Grace lived before.
Oh, okay.
So we stayed there for a while. Then we came to look for the place. We like to buy a place, even though a little place to live in. But Cincy's brother, who came from he didn't live yet from the army, he told us to go back to the Philippines. So I told the children, they were still small. I have two in that time. And they said that they don't want to go. They want to go to school over here. So they don't want to leave, so we stay here and look for a place. We drove around, so we found this place, a little orchard. So when we got this orchard, then we got to work for the prune trees.
Mm.
That's our job before.
Right.
Yeah. Then before, for a few years, the trees are getting old. It's still up, but not much crop. So it's useless. So in that time when we were still here, we have a friend, couple, live from Sonoma. It's Sonoma.
So from the city of Sonoma.
Yeah. So he came here because he stay more longer than we do.
Mm-hmm.
So she looked at it that many Filipinos are going around, no fun. So what she did, she came to the house to talk about forming a group like a club, organization, something like that. We agreed to it because we have something to form a club like that. So the people,
Mm-hmm.
as you mean to say, have something to do for us. So and then she went to another couple to talk about it. So they agreed to it. What they did is they walk around, look for those more people stay at, like in the camp, like that, to talk about having a club. So in that way, we formed that. So the lady that had been forming the club is Mr. and Mrs. Margie Talogan. So in that way, we have meeting to appoint the officers like that. So we appointed her the first time. So being all right, we have many discussion about forming this club. So why having that club to form, and some say that we got to have so we can form a club for us to get together to talk about what we are going to do for us. And this club is like we got to start fundraising to have money to do something, if we want to have a building for us to get together, then we have our own rather than go renting in places, she said. So everybody agree to it. It's a big organization that way that time, in the beginning. So then after that, when beginning better, having fun, we make a little bit money to buy a place. That was in Fulton. So that place is small, but we are still, we were looking for a bigger place, but we cannot find, and we cannot afford yet until now.
Did you have appointed a committee already for the club? You know, with the president and all that before you were
Oh
looking?
yeah.
Were you part of the committee?
I'm part of that committee on account of the beginning is when we found that place to buy. That's for sale then, the time. A small place is that building there is just only a small barn, just only for liquors.
So you helped in a way of financially supporting this to find a place.
Yeah, one of the president that appointed there before found a place that was in Fulton, and in that place we bought it, but they value it. I don't know, I don't remember how much, but anyway, they keep thinking and talking the owner, and I think about over 12,000, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And well, in that way, in that amount, we members, we decided to what we are going to do because we cannot afford yet. We think about how many members will donate. Will donate how much amount
Mm-hmm.
in order to put down that place.
Right.
Yeah, I think I don't remember. I cannot recall now that around 12. I know, I remember that or more members to donate 1,000 each couple or anybody else. So we with Cincio, we donate 1,000. Yeah, about 12 members. I remember that we donate 12,000 in
So
order
12
to, yeah,
core
12
members
yeah,
financially supported the location.
Yeah. So we did. We put down that. Then after that, for few years, we keep fundraising in order to raise more.
Where would you hold these fundraising before the building?
I cannot remember the year.
I mean, before you got the building,
Yeah.
where the center is located now,
Yeah.
where did you hold your fundraising before the building? Where? I mean, people houses,
Oh, what do you mean?
like instead of having the fundraising at the center,
Yeah.
before the center was there,
Mhm.
you know, you need to fundraise to get the money for the building. Where did you?
Oh, in that building, but it's not well built,
So
there's
actually, on that location,
yeah,
you
in
did
that
the
location,
fundraising
yeah.
without the building.
Oh, there is a building,
Somewhere.
but yeah, there's a building, but
In construction.
it's not well built.
Oh,
It's not well built. We got to repair it.
repair it. Okay.
Repair, yeah. over there, we use that building. We tried to, organize. So many people like those people a little bit well people, they donate to help.
Right.
Yeah, to help the community more. They like donation like that. So in that way, we get that. After fundraising that, then we decided to keep fundraising. Then when like a little bit better the building already, the people seem like interested to donate.
Did you hire people to build the building, or rebuild the building, or did you guys do it yourself?
In the beginning, when we got that place repairing, our husbands, Sincio, there is what's the name, Julian. I cannot name them now. They all passed away.
So the supporters.
Yeah, we kept some of these our husbands are interested to help repairing the building. Then when our husbands can't make it, like the sewer, electric, we get to hire somebody from the community's pocket.
Oh. Okay.
So that's why we keep fundraising.
Fundraising, yeah.
Yeah, that's what until now we are still doing that.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how it goes until now. Then after that, when it's a little bit there the building, then we decide somebody mentioned about different organization like the Masalang. We had that before. The Saranay, the seniors, so many branches of organization.
Within the center.
At the center,
Oh.
yeah. Like the center, like that.
Yeah,
The
right.
center and different organization.
Yeah, you have different
But,
people in the club.
But if they want to rent the place, then we get to donate to for the center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's different like that.
So each club or each organization has to fundraise themselves for what they want to do. And there are different fundraising for the whole center. I mean, the center as a whole to fundraise, which would be like what, the fiestas?
Oh, fiestas or dinner like that.
Dinners. Where you
Breakfast, whatsoever.
raffle off tickets.
Yeah.
Right. For prizes. I see.
If they now, if they want to use the building to for rent, like that.
For rent, yeah.
Yeah. Until now, they are renting the place.
Oh, so each organization must rent it out for time.
Yeah.
For time. They speak.
Time?
They schedule time specifically,
Yeah.
days and hours, right? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
They run it like a hall,
That's
like
right.
like a center, and then
And now is they are renting us nutrition. The Indian side, they are renting that now.
they're renting
The building, the hall.
the apartments. You mean? What do you mean?
They are renting the building.
To Indians?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another.
Another side of nutrition.
nutrition?
Nutrition like this seniors, they have dinner over there or lunch, whatsoever, like that.
Okay. So the center, after a few years, still fundraising, and but what did the center have to offer to the public? You know, as in, I know they rented out space, time, you know, meetings or whatever, recreational, but what type of recreation did it offer? Did the center offer back then?
Oh, some wedding, christening, birthday, like that. If they if somebody passed away, if they want to rent the building for after the funeral, something like that.
So is it basically renting it out as an all-purpose hall?
Yeah.
For dinners or birthday parties,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Wedding, like that.
So during those times in the early years, how did you come to feel at home at the center? You know, being around the people that you kind of knew, you know.
Oh yeah, it's like your own building, your own home.
Like at home.
Yeah.
Back in the islands, right?
Yeah, because the center, that group, we cannot afford to have somebody to work around the building. We had before that they call it the Grimtown. They work over there. Then finally, not too long ago, then somebody, we got to rent somebody, hire somebody to work around the building, but we cannot afford. So what we did is those who belongs to the center, you got to help yourself doing too, like your own home. So that's what we are doing. But some people are complaining just only dim by dim only.
So with all these organizations, were you in more than one organization throughout your lifetime?
Oh, more than one.
Yeah, you were in more than one. So what was the organization? What organization were you in when you started? What was it called?
Oh, we call the building Filipino American.
Oh yeah, the title of the building.
Yeah, that's the title.
But I mean, I was referring to, you know, the organizations you were talking about, the different types of people, groups. Back then, when you started.
Yeah, that's the one. Filipino American Community.
No, I meant the organizations. You mentioned, what were the different groups within the center? You know, that you were talking about?
Oh, like this, we have the senior.
Yeah. Okay, yeah,
and
those
barangay.
ones. Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
Which one were you in
All of them.
at first?
Yeah.
Well, so at first, which one was the first one?
The center, the community. And then later on, the senior. And then the barangay.
Barangay.
Yeah.
Barangay is what?
Barangay club.
Is-
That's for the women.
Oh, just the women.
Yeah.
I see. And what would be the men?
No.
No men.
No.
So it's just
We include our husband unless if we will have a fundraising.
so this barangay, which you're in now.
Mm-hmm.
You're part of that organization. It's all women.
Yeah.
But seniors. Senior women.
Seniors.
But not young women.
Men and women.
Oh, barangay is men and women.
Yeah.
I thought you said no.
The center.
No, the barangay.
Oh, the barangay is only women.
Only women.
And the seniors, both.
Both. Okay.
Couples.
But I mean, in the barangay,
Yeah.
the ages.
Oh, the ages, there's no matter.
No matter.
Yeah.
So back then, no age is different.
No.
No. There was no cutoff age. Okay. So back then, things were going on, just as usual. Meetings, again, fundraising. How did you feel personally about this? What the center, the Filipino American Community Center, offered to the community? Did you feel as if it was a good thing personally? Did you find it relaxing?
Oh, yeah.
To communicate in your own language, right? In Tagalog.
Yeah.
Tagalog, right?
Different language.
Different languages.
Yeah.
And you meet new people
from different places.
From as close, as Santa Rosa to as far as wherever.
As far Pitaloma, like that.
Sonoma County.
Sonoma County, yeah.
And so through the years, then became the you started celebrating the Philippine Independence Day.
Yeah.
Which is in June.
Yeah.
And the fiesta for that, the party for that Independence Day, didn't start until later on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
depends of the weather too. Yeah,
But you didn't have that fiesta start when you first opened, did you?
Oh.
You didn't have fiesta.
We didn't start right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, until when we have, in a perfect place to celebrate.
Right. And would you celebrate close to the Independence Day of the Philippine Islands? In June, you would celebrate near the exact date.
Until now, maybe I didn't hear it.
So in these fiestas, they have dances? They have little entertainment.
We have the
programs.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment.
A variety of singing and dancing and would give you, and then
raffles, something like that.
Raffles, everything going on, like a little fiesta.
Yeah.
And you have little booths.
Yeah, few booths. Yeah. Barbecue. Like that.
And they're rented out, right? The booths.
Yeah.
To anybody in the community, right? In the
Anybody
public.
else, even the outside.
Yeah, the public.
If they want to have the place of the booth.
They have an opportunity.
They have to pay,
Yeah, they have an opportunity to showcase their stuff there. That's cool. And then, through the years, the community center has rebuilt itself, right? And added on a apartment building on the side, right?
Yeah.
Just to rent out, to get more money into it.
That's right.
And then little improvements there and here and there.
Oh, yeah. The time that every day, of course, we are always using the building. If like that, the reason that we keep fundraising, if there's something difference of the building, we got to repair it again. That's why we keep money coming in.
Right.
Have something to spend. That's what we are doing.
And you have never held an office position?
No.
You didn't want to?
It's hard for me. See, I can't drive. See, I cannot go anywhere unless I will call some. That's kind of hard. Yeah.
So the people, as through the years, have gotten older. Some people have passed away. their offspring have occasionally participated in the center in helping out and stuff like that. Did did you? Is there? So the years go by, and as the founders have offspring, their children, do they participate in the center?
Yeah.
You have created some organizations specifically for them, right? Called the youth groups or something like that. Youth groups, and you try to get them to participate more into the supporting of their the culture and the center itself.
Yeah, they're joining.
Was there a big boom to do that? Did they all support?
No, because this way is some are get married early,
Early.
like that. Mostly get married and then they take off the place, go someplace else because of their job.
The jobs.
Yeah.
Their lives have changed.
Right.
From back when the center started.
That's why kindly slow to when some people, old people passed away. Then we are trying to induce some youngers to replace the officers of the community.
So the second generation of Filipinos offspring did support the elders in supporting, but with the third generation, the offspring of the second generation, has that been a good turnout in the center?
I don't say it right now because of some are leaving, go to places.
Yeah, the second generation is moving on. Yeah, they've become unattached to the center's tradition, I guess you would say, as being as a community. Yeah, spread out.
Yeah, like these dancers too, for the community, is they are still them for few years getting lesser dancers because they got married, have children.
And their lives changed, other things and stuff like that. So how do you feel personally of this, the way it has turned out?
Well, right now is kindly a little bit, worried about the center because.
So how do you feel about the lack of support of the third generation of Filipinos to the center?
Oh, I kindly like sad to me because the time if we have meeting, not too many people attending the meeting.
Yeah, not much support.
Right. So we are trying, still we keep trying people to join the community.
Even if they're not Filipino?
Yeah, because as I said, it's a Filipino-American.
Yeah.
Not much, not like before, the beginning. Many people are already gone. So, we are trying yet till now.
So through the years, you attended meetings. You had the accident, the car accident, which put you in the hospital for a while, and you lost your husband.
Oh, in that time, this another organization. What do you call that now? Is they contribute money to the family in that time.
So
And this center, we just have, if like that, they donate flowers like that, or the money, whatever they can afford. They are so appreciative of that. That's the only way that they do the center. If somebody gets sick, then whoever wants to go and visit him or her, then we will give flowers, something like that, until they get well.
So when you, after the crash, you had to recuperate. It took you a long time to, gain your strength back. You weren't able to attend any meetings anymore, right?
Oh, for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot attend.
And the barangay meeting.
Barangay and the senior.
And the senior. 2 meetings.
Not the senior. I recall the center, the community, and the barangay. Both together.
So with tomorrow's meeting, you have the latest barangay meeting.
Yeah.
And you feel that is there going to be a big turnout?
I don't know.
Hope so.
Hopefully.
Because complications may occur and may not be able to make it, huh?
Well, I don't know. As I said, now is they changed the program. I mean, like the meeting, they changed it on account of not too many people attending. So the meeting will be every other month.
Before it was.
Before the meeting.
Before it was once a week or something.
Oh, along there, week or a few days.
Few days.
Yeah, it depends. The maker of the newsletter can make it because they have time to,
So what kind of things happen during this meeting? The barangay meeting. What happens? What happens?
All right. This time, if there is a meeting, there will be a meeting tomorrow. We decided about the fiesta. We got to start earlier rather than later, so that the people are kind of lazy or can't make it, something like that. Have time to get ready.
So the meetings don't take too long.
Not too long. It depends of the topic. Some people are, even though it's supposed to be finished, some people are trying to cover again the starting of the passed away. That's why make it more longer.
What other previous topics have you guys discussed in the barangay meetings?
I cannot recall it. Oh, if we have the meeting tomorrow, they will discuss the dinner dance that's passed away 2 weeks ago. Like that.
So so how do you feel about the future of the Filipino Community Center? do you think it's going to become so with tomorrow's meeting, you the process goes on and on.
Yeah.
Meetings talking about fundraising, getting more money,
Yeah.
the money to support and to spend on for each meeting, and that's what the Filipino American Community Center has to offer. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the story that I remember.
And it's a very interesting story at that too. I didn't ask you, how did the community center start? How did it start? How did it? Who began this? And then what's her name?
Talogan.
Yeah. See, I didn't ask you that. Over there I did.
Yeah, you asked
But
me
see,
that.
you went into it already.
Yeah.
See, it would have been, this is an interview, and you already answered it ahead of time, my question. Also,
Keep going, huh?
yeah. So you were, when you first arrived here with your husband, he made it possible for you to come here, and you noticed that you were the only Filipina
Yeah.
in this area.
Yeah.
And how did that feel?
Oh.
Lonely?
I was lonely because I have nobody else to see my own personality around here. So I kindly didn't go anywhere.
So you were
Just
kind
stay home.
So you're kind of considered the first Filipina in Sonoma County.
That's what I said, but I don't know. I don't consider, but some people, they considered about it.
And
Oh,
chances are that is true.
So I just don't, I don't see, I am not bragging myself,
Mhm.
I don't know, There might be some more, but they went back home.
Yeah.
So,
But mostly, the ratio was none to all those men. All the
yeah,
Filipinos.
mostly men.
Yeah.
You know what, when I came here, since you take me out one night to go to Tikiwo for a while,
Uh-huh.
because I was new here. I'm not used to it of the weather. He took me to one place, like, what do you call that now?
What do you call it?
Bilyaran. Like bilyaran. Billiard.
Billiard.
Yeah, billiard.
Billiard room.
Yeah. And I don't know where's that place. Then when we went in, all men. Oh, I was stayed there near the door, right in the corner because crowded too.
Right.
Lots of Filipinos. And I said, I told Cinccio that to go home. And he wants to meet some friends there. Okay, I've been waiting. And then some of the men, one of the men handed me magazines. And then, because it was crowded, so I looked where the light is. It's nasty pictures.
Oh.
So I leave it there. I threw it there in the corner. Then I keep begging Cinccio to go home. So we went home. That's the place. Don't let me go in their place now, I said.
So your first introduction to another Filipina was with who?
Oh, I don't remember. But after the New Year, after the war, we're talking with two kids, like your mom was not born yet in that time. Walking in downtown Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa is not too big yet at that time. So while we were walking with the two kids, then I saw a Filipino couple. They were walking too. Then I said, "Are you Filipino?" "Yes." "Oh, we are Filipinos too." "Where did you come from?" "We came from San Francisco for a while." I think the husband was working a little bit in San Francisco post office. So they wanted to move out to this country, farming. That was Tabor.
What's the whole name?
Johnny Tabor,
Is the man.
the man.
How about
And the wife is Rufina.
Rafina Tabor?
Yeah, they call her Pina.
Who was another Tabor? Who's another Tabor?
Fernando, that's the son.
Who is it? Oh, Mary Ann Tabor. Who's that?
Oh, that's the daughter.
Of Rafina?
Yeah, that's the wife.
Okay. I mean, wait, Rafina is the mother?
Yeah.
And Mary is the daughter?
Daughter.
Oh, okay. Okay. So barangay and Manong. I guess that's it. Okay. Bye bye. Wave, wave.
Bye. See like that. That's right.
So the center produced newsletters of their own about the goings of the center's organizations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like results, like who won some award, saying happy birthdays.
Oh yeah, they
Just a
will
basic.
Put, yeah, they will put that in the newsletter.
Yeah, just a basic newsletter about the goings of the center.
Mm-hmm. They put that.
And that would be a weekly, monthly, yearly, probably monthly, huh?
It depends. Monthly.
Monthly.
Yeah. So